Seen or heard of a student who was doing great, passing all of his exams and heading towards a bright future, and all of a sudden everything turned upside down. They begin to drink, begin to smoke. Someone who has a bright future now invests all of their thoughts and time into drinking alcohol, smoking, and taking of hard drugs. Some even going to prostitution, scamming, and all sorts of things. Unknown to the parents or parents of this child, that a neighbor or so-called friend or a colleague at work, a relative or someone very close whose child before now was as dumb as a bat, all of a sudden became so bright, having good grades in class, outdoing everyone in class, heading toward the sky, became a shining light. The destiny of this child has been exchanged. His glory has been tampered with. Parents, beware. Monitor your children very, very close. Train your children not to accept gift items and making use of such items before your knowledge. A prophet I once visited his church narrated how some years back, when he was much, much younger, how a relative of his, an uncle, gave him a piece of cloth, a dress somewhat like an up and down native wear. So gladly, because then there was this relationship he had with his pastor. So gladly, with joy, he ran to his pastor, like children normally do, to show it to him, because their house was close to that of their house was close to the church premises. So he went to show it to his pastor happily for him to pray over it. Little children, how they behave. When the pastor began to pray, something was revealed to him, that cloth was from an occultic person, and if the child ever puts that clothes on, even for the first time, that everything that makes him what he is will be totally removed from him. So through that cloth, they will take his star, they will take his destiny, they will take his glory. And the pastor now instructed the guy to burn that cloth. So the cloth was burnt right there in the church premises. It was burnt right there in the church premises. Parents, you have to be very, very, very careful. Okay? Monitor your children closely. Do not let anyone touch your children. Do not anyone touch or pull your children's hair. Do not let anyone touch their foreheads. Checkmate the spirituality of the people, of your housemates or the househead you employed to assist you in taking care of your children. Some of these people could be demonic agents that were assigned to assist them to tamper with the destiny and glory of your children. Don't let your children go anywhere. Don't let them visit neighbors, friends, and even families without your following them. You have to be very careful. Do not brag about how your children are doing, how well your child is doing in class, how he is the best in his school, or how he got a scholarship to study here or there. Don't do that. Remember, he who keepeth his mouth preserveth his life. So you have to be very, very careful what you do. Monitor, be careful of those who come around your children. Even if families, even if relatives show signs of envy, keep your children away from such. Guide your children, and most importantly, put them under the protection of God Almighty through prayer. Those children are committed into your hands. You should be the one guarding their destiny, guarding their life, guarding their star, guarding their glory. Don't let anything tamper with it. God bless you. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button.